Hello everyone, and a massive welcome back to Mr. English Talks. It's so wonderful to see you here again. Today we are diving into a topic that is incredibly close to my heart, a lesson I had to learn the hard way, and one that I know, deep down, so many of you are struggling with right now. We're talking about how to stop chasing people. Now I want you to be honest with yourself for a moment. How much of your precious mental energy, your emotional peace, and your valuable time are you spending on people who don't respond to your messages, who make you feel like you're always the second choice, who take your love and friendship for granted? That feeling of constantly running after someone, hoping for a crumb of their attention, is exhausting, isn't it? It feels like you're shouting into a void. Well, my friend, today that stops. In this video, we are going to understand why we chase, the terrible cost it has on our lives, and most importantly, I will give you a clear, actionable plan to finally stop the chase and start attracting the right people into your life. So get comfortable. Maybe grab a notebook, because this is more than an English lesson. This is a lesson in self-respect and personal freedom. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, before I was Mr. English Talks, I was just a guy desperately wanting to be liked. I had a friend, let's call him Alex, and with Alex I was always the one initiating everything. I would send the first text. I would plan the meetings. I would remember his birthday. I would be there for him when he had a problem. But it was never the other way around. If I didn't text, weeks would pass in silence. I kept making excuses for him. He's busy. He has a lot on his mind. Maybe my last message was boring. I was putting in 100% of the effort to keep a 50-50 friendship alive. And one day, I realized I was tired. I was emotionally drained. I felt like a beggar, begging for the attention and friendship that should have been given freely. So I decided to do a little experiment. I stopped. I stopped texting first. I stopped making plans. And do you know what happened? Complete and total silence. For 3 months, I didn't hear a single word from him. And that silence was the loudest, most painful, but most important lesson of my life. It taught me that I was chasing a shadow of a friendship, not the real thing. I was investing in a one-way street. This isn't just about friendships. It's about romantic relationships. It's about family. It's about professional connections. Chasing is the act of over-investing in someone who is under-investing in you. You are trying to force a connection that simply isn't there, or isn't there in the same way. And why do we do this? The reason is often rooted in our own fears and insecurities. We chase because we are afraid of being alone. We think that having someone, anyone, even if they treat us poorly, is better than having no one. We chase because our self-worth is tied to their approval. If they finally respond, if they finally say yes, it gives us a temporary high, a little hit of validation that says, "See, you are worthy." But it's a trap. It's like being addicted to a drug that never truly satisfies you. We also chase because of the sunk cost fallacy. We think, but I've already invested so much time and emotion into this person. If I give up now, all that will be wasted. So we continue pouring our energy into a bottomless pit, hoping it will magically fill up one day. It won't. Now let's talk about the cost. What is chasing people actually costing you? It's costing you your peace. Your mind is constantly occupied with thoughts of them. Why haven't they replied? What did I do wrong? Should I send another message? This mental noise is exhausting. It's also costing you your self-respect. Every time you compromise your standards, every time you accept breadcrumbs, you are sending a message to your own subconscious mind. I am not valuable enough to be treated well. This is so damaging. And perhaps the biggest cost of all, it's costing you opportunities with the right people. When you are so focused on the one person who isn't paying attention to you, you are blind to the amazing people who are already in your life, or who are trying to enter your life, who would value you, who would reciprocate your energy. You are so busy staring at a closed door that you don't see all the other doors that are wide open for you. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we go from being the chaser to being the person who is so full and complete that we attract people naturally? It's a process, and I'm going to give you 4 powerful pillars to build this new reality on. The first pillar is awareness and honesty. You have to get brutally honest with yourself. Take out a piece of paper and make a list. Write down the names of the people you feel you are chasing. Look at those names and ask yourself the hard questions. Who always cancels plans at the last minute? Who never texts you first? Who makes you feel anxious or insecure after you talk to them? This is not about blaming them. It's about recognizing the patterns. Awareness is the first and most crucial step toward change. You cannot fix a problem you refuse to see. The second pillar is the energy audit. This is about redirecting your focus. All that energy you are spending on chasing others. I want you to take 100% of that energy and bring it back to yourself. Imagine your time and emotional energy is like money in a bank. You have been making bad investments. It's time to withdraw your funds and invest them in a guaranteed high-return asset. You. What does that look like in practice? It means spending time on your hobbies, reading that book you've been putting off, learning a new skill like, improving your English with Mr. English Talks, going to the gym, cooking a healthy meal, taking a long walk. When you invest in yourself, you are building your own value. You are telling the universe, and more importantly, telling yourself, I am worth this investment. The third pillar is setting non-negotiable boundaries. This is where you move from theory to action. A boundary is not a wall to keep people out. It's a gate that defines who you are and what kind of treatment you accept. For example, your new boundary could be, I will not double text. I will send one message and the ball is in their court. Or, I will not be the only one who initiates plans. If I have invited someone out 3 times and they haven't reciprocated, I will stop inviting them. This is not about being rude or dramatic. It's about quiet, dignified action. It's about matching the energy you are given. If someone gives you low energy, you respond with the same level. You stop over-functioning to compensate for their under-functioning. This feels scary at first, but it is incredibly empowering. The fourth and final pillar is cultivating an attraction mindset. This is the ultimate goal. You stop being the hunter and you become the lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't run around the coast trying to find ships to save. It just stands tall, shining its light brightly. And the right ships, the ones that need its guidance, are naturally drawn to it. How do you become a lighthouse? You work on your purpose. You radiate positivity and self-confidence that comes from knowing your own worth. You become so busy living your amazing life that you don't have time to chase anyone. And when you are in this state, you will naturally attract people who are drawn to your light, your peace, and your positive energy. These will be the right people, the people who call you, who make time for you, who value you. Remember, my friend, you are a valuable, unique, and incredible person. You were not put on this earth to beg for someone's attention, your love, your friendship, your time. These are precious gifts. Do not offer them to people who don't see their value. Stop chasing. Start living. Start shining. The right people will find you. They always do. And that's it for today's very powerful talk. If this video resonated with you, if you felt like I was speaking directly to you, then please do me a huge favor. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me grow this community and reach more amazing people like you. Share your thoughts, your stories, or your questions in the comments below. I love reading them and I try to answer as many as I can. And remember, your journey to fluency and your journey to a happier life go hand in hand. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and I will see you in the next video on Mr. English Talks. Take care.